great, and that's what a budget is for sure. But I would rather, when the job is filled, I would like to know how much they're being paid. I'd like to know all that, not 6 months later. And if you didn't have it in there to spend, then it would have to come before council. And I would like to see things come before council. I don't want someone to make those decisions for me. Sorry, thank you.
Councilman Johnson.
A couple quick points. I also talked to Councilwoman Brandon today, and I didn't totally disagree with this. But one of her comments was, the question was asked, where are we going to put that money? She said, put it right back in the department. Well, then that department could spend it on anything. If we're going to do this, I would think that police department has 5 vacancies. Whatever that sum is put aside just for new hires. It can't be spent on anything else. It's there, but it's in the budget. I don't, you can't just throw it back into the budget because then they got money, they could spend it on anything. Now we're not knowing anything unless it's over $2,000. So I don't totally disagree with it, but another thing is, so we do this, and then we get some people that don't want to amend it and don't want to hire those people just because. So I also read some documents that you were talking about, and some of them say it's a good thing, you should budget for it. Some say, you can't, but from the University of Michigan, I was reading today.
Mr. Chairman, I think it is a great thing to budget for. That way there's no hidden surprises. Any person that I budgeted for in this thing, that's the goal, is to fill that. And if we don't fill it, what usually happens, Jason? It goes back into the general funds. So, I don't understand it. It just seems like, sitting in these these budget meetings, there's a constant, like, I'm trying to hide money, or I'm trying to store money away and all that other stuff. Like I said earlier, and we've said, we have $10 million waiting in the wings. I am not a criminal, people. Okay? I want everybody to understand that. There's been accusations and questions that's kind of been thrown out there. They're very insulting. I can't tell you how many, I've had directors come to me after these meetings and say, I cannot believe that was said to me. So everybody needs to be a little cautious about how they say things. And it's okay to question, but my goal is to fill every single vacancy on there. We have 10 vacancies in the police department. My goal is to fill that. My goal is to get 20 and then come to you for a budget amendment. But every month you guys get a document that states what person was hired here or where, and you get a, employee change report every week. So I have somebody that wants to come in. Are you saying that you want me to come and ask you before? Because I'm going to hire that person, and then like Councilman Johnson says, because somebody doesn't like that person, or they don't, we're going to vote no. Sorry, buddy, I got to let you go. It's just, it's chaos.
Mr. Chair?
Councilman Brandon.
Okay, so a couple of things there. So in your own department, okay, speaking about transparency,
Sure.
I asked several times if that second position was going to be budgeted for, okay? And then would I see a budget amendment? When did I see the budget amendment for that person?
Through the chair, I don't believe that budget amendment has came in.
Okay, so, and that money was already spent, okay? How was it spent? It's not in the budget, it's not in the budget, it's not in the department, funds aren't allocated there.
There's money in the budget.
So, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. No, of course, I'm not asking no, I don't want to be in on meetings to hire and fire people. That is definitely the administration's department. I just want to keep a close eye on the money. I want to see how much people are being paid. I want to see what contracts they're being awarded or what unions they're being put in. And I don't like $2.5 million sitting there. I think it should go back to the general fund and use